So, according to TMZ, Designer charged with indecent exposure on plane showed magic stick to flight attendants. Designer is officially facing legal trouble for exposing himself on an airplane. The feds say he masturbated in front of flight attendants mid-flight and seemed pretty nonchalant about it. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, the rapper's being charged with indecent exposure, and the paperwork sheds more light on last week's bizarre incident, saying he had his penis out while sitting in first class on the Delta flight and was masturbating while in his seat. Flight attendants allegedly told him multiple times to stop, and he eventually was taken to the back of the plane, where he was monitored by two of his friends. The FBI affidavit says a jar of Vaseline dropped into the aisle as he was getting up to switch seats. In Minneapolis, authorities say they spoke with Designer, who told them it all happened because he didn't really get much cootie while in Japan and was brick hard when he got on the plane. According to the docs, Designer said he was aroused by the flight attendant and kind of showed her the magic stick, thinking it would give her encouragement. Designer claimed he wasn't under the influence, saying he was prescribed meds in Thailand but hadn't been taking them. According to the docs, he didn't appear to be impaired during the interview with the FBI. So this is what he posts. For the past few months, I have not been okay, and I have been struggling to come to terms with what is going on. While overseas for a concert I performed at, I had to be admitted to a hospital. I was not thinking clearly. They gave me meds, and I had to hop on a plane home. I am ashamed of my actions that happened on that plane. I landed back to the States and am admitting myself in a facility to help me. I will be canceling all my shows and any obligations until further notice. Mental health is real, guys. Please pray for me. If you're not feeling like yourself, please get help. Okay, then it just goes on to say TMZ broke the story. We were originally told Designer got ill during his international trip and was given meds, and he believed that's what caused a sort of chemical imbalance, but I could have sworn they just said up here that he hadn't taken them. It says up here he was prescribed meds in Thailand but hadn't taken them. So it couldn't have caused no chemical imbalance down here. The rapper also told us he's been struggling mentally for the past few months and was ashamed of what he did in the air and said he would be admitting himself to a facility to get some help. Well, I mean, he's really smart because at the end of the day, seeking sympathy, seeking sympathy for people. Oh, I have a mental illness and that's why I took out my dick and started jacking it off in front of the flight attendant, but that's due to a mental illness that, I didn't take my medication type of shit. And I mean, I don't know. It could be. There's so many different types of mental illness out here. You really don't know. It could be telling the truth or not. But to me, that seems kind of perverted. It's like you knew what you was doing. A thing of Vaseline fell out. You know what I'm saying? It fell when they made you get up to move to the back. A mentally ill person would probably be sitting there whacking off a dry shaft. That's what I would see. I don't think that they would have, the critical thinking skills to know, like, hey, I need to pull out some lube and all of this. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you had the lube, and then what does it say? During the FBI, as he was talking to the FBI, where was we? Okay, so he said so these are the things that he told to the authorities. When Designer spoke to the authorities, this is what he said to the authorities. I didn't really get much cootie while in Japan, and I was brick hard when I got on the plane. You know what I'm saying? According to the docs, Designer said he was aroused by the flight attendant and kind of showed her the magic stick, thinking it would encourage her. Now, all of a sudden, a couple of days later, now that this shit done went viral, now all of a sudden you getting on her talking about I ain't been feeling like myself, and they gave me meds, and I ain't take my meds, and all this other bullshit. No, what you told the authorities when you got off of the plane, because you got off of the plane, and this is the first thing you told them, all right? That you was aroused, you ain't getting no cuckoo in Japan, and you thought that you was going to encourage the flight attendant. Maybe she was going to pull you into a bathroom. Like some of you men, you watch too much goddamn porn. Like, your imaginations is be way out there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because real shit like that don't happen. You ain't going to just pull out your dick and just start jacking it in front of you know, a person that is sane, all right? Maybe you could have did that to a mentally ill chick. You know what I'm saying? If you had another mentally ill chick in there in the cabin with you and you pulled it out and started jacking, she probably would have been like, ew, you know what I'm saying? Like, dumb motherfucker. But a sane woman, like, what the fuck? Bitch, your imagination is too broad. Yeah. Hell no. Nah. And then when dudes do stuff like that, like, honestly, you know what? Now I'm finna look at y'all face to face to say this. Hold the hell on. Shit. Okay, so what's up, y'all? So, yeah, so listen. Because dudes be doing this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I noticed, especially since I've been here in Georgia, too. A lot of them be doing this. It's like, you ever need anything? You know, I got you and all this. Like, and I be sitting there looking at them like, bitch, do I look desperate? Do I look like I'm desperate for dick? If I wanted dick, I can get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, dick is easy to come by. You know? Loyalty, love, you know, commitment, you know, trustworthy men and stuff like that shit that's what's hard to come by. You know what I'm saying? So it's like females ain't around here just, well, you do have some of them that's around here desperate for dick, I guess. I don't know. Like I do know a couple of them that is kind of like around here be acting like they damn desperate for dick, but I don't freaking know. But it's like, to me, that's something that's never been hard to come by. You know? But some of you men out here, y'all got some real vivid imaginations.